Our position is that he should redact none of it. The Attorney General said there was no obstruction of justice. He decided that. Mueller did not say that. I dismiss what he said. He's a biased defender of the administration, and he's entitled to be a defender of the administration, but he is not entitled to withhold the evidence from Congress.
Well, Attorney General Bill Barr facing accusations of concealing critical information in the Mueller probe from the public. And tomorrow he heads to the Hill to be grilled by Democrats. Here to weigh in on what we can expect is criminal defense attorney David Bruno. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Good morning, Heather.
So you hear what Nadler had to say right there, but you and I were just discussing this, and you say, you know, legally, Barr could not release the full report without some redactions.
Yeah, at the very least, grand jury information. There were 2,800 subpoenas that were issued in the Mueller investigation. Now, that's all coming from the grand jury. That could be for one person to come and testify, or it could be for records. So you would think that of the 2,800, all that information is going to be in the report, and it's got to be redacted under the rules of evidence. And there was a decision on Friday, D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals, which is binding on William Barr and the DOJ, which did not find any exceptions. And the exception to Congress is just not there. There's not an exception for the House Judiciary Committee to get the grand jury information.
And it's interesting because everyone's saying release the report. No one's saying don't release the report.
Sure.
Listen to what Rudy Giuliani had to say over the weekend, one of the president's attorneys. Listen.
I would like him to get all the information.
Including the things that are protected, grand jury material.
But I can't control that, and I can't change the law. The president has told the Attorney General, has told everybody, the world, I am comfortable with everything being released.
Interesting. You just pointed out he can't change the law.
Sure. And the report will be released.
Right.
And you know what? AG Barr doesn't have to do this. Under the notification law, all he had to do was give the summary. And even in the statute itself, it says the Attorney General may determine that public release of these reports would be in the public interest. May. It's not required. He is taking the next step. He said it will be released.
And he said it would be mid-April when he would do it.
Probably next week.
Yeah. I also want to point this out because we heard Nadler say this at the beginning. In his summary, he said that Mueller did not establish that the Trump campaign conspired with Russia during the election, but Barr also said that the special counsel did not exonerate Trump on obstruction of justice.
Right.
Barr himself, though, has subsequently concluded that Mueller's inquiry had found sufficient evidence to warrant criminal obstruction of justice or obstruction charges against
Two pieces there. The collusion, conspiracy, nothing.
Okay.
Right? He came out and said Mueller's report says there's none of that. But on obstruction, it left the question open. But Attorney General Barr is the Attorney General. He's the one that makes the decision. He would be the one, and he and Rosenstein came to the conclusion that they're not
also
going to be charges.
Important to point out that this was with Rod Rosenstein.
Exactly. He's been overseeing the whole Mueller investigation. He's the one that started the Mueller investigation. He's the one that was there and made the decision with AG Barr.
Even after this full report comes out, do you think that Democrats like Nadler and Adam Schiff are going to drop it?
No, I don't think so. First of all, there has to be redactions. So there's always going to be an argument, well, the public didn't see it all.
Right.
Right? But what's going to be next? Who knows? They're never going to be satisfied.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate it.
Good
We'll see.
We'll
have you back after it's released for sure.